the more I watch this show, the more I see Aiko as a goddamn problem. So we're talking about 2 episodes this week because I missed last week. So let's go. Last week's episode dealt with something that I'm not really always too comfortable to talk about, and that's suicide by hanging. So in this episode, Ketsuro kind of gets caught in this whole situation, and he almost dies by hanging. Luckily, and not luckily, I guess. I don't know how I feel about this. Because Aiko and Yaoi were pretty much spying on Ketsuro the entire time. Let me clarify. Actually, Aiko was spying on Ketsuro the entire time, and Yaoi's just sitting there like, oh, actually, you know what? This is not that bad of a thing. After she found out. I mean, she still said it was creepy, though. But if it wasn't for them spying on him while he was trying to socialize and make friends, he would have died. So again, I don't know. I'm not justifying the situation with what they got going on here, but you know, Aiko, you gotta look, come here, honey, come here. You gotta calm down. So ultimately, that's like the big takeaway from the episode outside of just the themes that it actually presented here, which I didn't expect them to really go that deep with, but they did. So a solid episode last week. But with this week's episode, oh boy, Ketsuro and Aiko are an item. By the end of this episode, they are a whole thing. And I do watch this live on kick.com/thebreakmaster. I said this. You don't put your dick in crazy. And it seems like Ketsuro is about to put his dick in crazy.
I love the kind of woman that will actually just kill me.
Because you were goddamn insane, man.
And I wanted to scare the shit out of me.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, now he's all in. He's trying to reverse this curse, so he's going to dive deeper into the supernatural. And it's kind of funny, too, because, like, Aiko, from what we're kind of having an understanding when it comes to her personality, I'm starting to think here that she set this up. Even more so, like, from back then. She is a curious body. She wants to experiment and actually learn said information. She's not trying to simply study. She wants to experiment and actually understand what is actually going on when it comes to spirits and how it affects you with the curses and all that stuff. So again, as you know, she really does like Ketsuro. And I think back then that they both got cursed. And I believe Aiko is the reason why that happened. She did this on purpose so that they can also become closer together because now they share a common thing. So ultimately her plan was set in motion and she got exactly what she wanted. She has crazy yandere vibes. I just hope that she's not the yandere type where she starts stabbing suckers. But given how the show is, I don't know. She might be freaking, 2.0.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed?
And I'm hoping that as time goes on, she starts revealing her hand a bit more to Ketsuro to a point where you need to leave, or unless he actually decides to accept her or something. I mean, again, like I've seen shows. Look, if you see Mara and Nikki, you saw how that relationship is. And it could actually go down that same kind of route. So I don't know. One thing I can say ultimately at this episode, though, it was another solid episode. Really good, really well done when it comes to this actual storytelling here, right? We got a lot of information going on here, but I also like the fact of just how Ketsuro and Yaoi were working together to actually break the curse off of Aiko. Because she ended up getting cursed like in this episode and almost jumped off a bridge and everything because there's a bunch of spirits over there orchestrating bridge jumping. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But through Ketsuro and Yaoi's teamwork, which was actually immaculate, they were able to actually save her. So I'm fully invested in this show. This show is really freaking good. Again, if you have yet to watch this, I don't know what you're doing. We're already halfway through to the series, or at least the first core of this, because, it's 25 episodes. But you guys should be watching this show. This show's good. But I digress. What are your guys' thoughts on this week's episode and last week's episode of Dark Gathering? Leave in the comment section below. Like, dislike, do what you got to do. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, people, break out. I thought that was part of the song. I thought the clapping cheeks thing was part of the song. I was like, wait, what? Oh,